My name is Sara Figal. I'm the Executive Director for the Nashville Conflict Resolution Center. I will say I spent the morning trying to figure out how to create a dazzling 10-minute presentation on my computer that would summarize everything that we do clearly in 10 minutes, and it didn't happen because I had 3 emergency calls and saved people instead, which is what we do. And part of, as a presentation, I would like to ask whether there are certain arenas in which you would like to hear more, because I would like to convince you that we are a natural and a reliable partner. And that means, I imagine you might have fiscal questions about how we manage our money. I think we do a darned good job. I would imagine you might want to know about data collection and kind of the integrity of our data. And I'm very happy to talk at length about that. And then there's mission. And I don't want to repeat things you already know, but I'm happy to if you think it's productive.
I think that primarily people have kind of been talking about, how the money will be used.
Okay.
The amount that you're requesting.
Right.
And you can talk about your fiscal processes if you wish, any other area you think is important.
I'll start on a simple level then, just with why we would like you to give us $50,000. NCRC has existed since 2000. We have 18 years of a track record of delivering free mediation services, primarily in Davidson County, now increasingly in neighboring counties. What this means, not everyone's familiar with mediation. What we do, our brand of nonprofit community mediation, is really bringing people together who are in some kind of conflict, very low resource participants who have reached who are involved in a conflict that has escalated in a rather dangerous way. Usually there is court or police intervention. And we are able to sit down with very highly trained mediators who do receive, trauma-informed training, ACEs training. They know both how to be neutral mediators of disputes and provide appropriate environments for our participants so that people feel safe enough to relax from their positions and start seeing each other as human beings with whom they may or may not agree, but they become human beings with whom they can at least empathize. At that point, people are able to start focusing on problems external to their relationships and start collaborating on solutions that are going to be far more personal, realistic, and durable than if a court gives them a template or another authority figure says, gosh, you screwed up again, this is what you need to do to fix things. That doesn't make anybody feel very good. People walking out, we have remarkable experience working with, let me go back to why we're asking you for money. One of the specific ways in which we provide mediation is in the cases of parents, usually very low-income parents who have not been married. Sometimes it's divorce cases, but usually never married parents who are having trouble sharing their child. And as a result, this has come to the juvenile court. The juvenile court is the authority that intervenes on behalf of children if they're caught between never married parents. The juvenile court in Davidson County and increasingly surrounding counties has recognized that there's incredible value in taking these cases and sending them to mediation with people who are not working for the court. And we'd bring them into our office, which is a house, which is not a punitive surrounding. It's a gentle place with food and books and, and really offers them a sense, they feel that they're being treated with dignity. They're invited into a space and their value is celebrated as they work through their problems. It's actually wonderful. I wish we could do 5 times what we do. We are limited only by, at the moment, we are limited only by sort of staff and mediators. We have such a good track record now of the impact of mediation on these parents in working through parenting plans that both reduce violence between the parents, but then reduces the emotional stress and the emotional violence on the children who are no longer then being used as tools, right, in parenting, in family situations. If I could hire one more person, right, and we run a really tight ship, okay. Last year we served 1,700 people across programs, and the parenting program, the parenting mediation is our largest program. We have 3 full-time employees, 3 part-time employees, and then we use trained volunteers, and we do a lot of training and mentoring to make sure that we have the best mediators in town who also know how to work with our participants. The fact that, we are magic ninja unicorns, right? We are doing a lot with very little. And if you look at our budget, you see the budget is going to salaries. We're not doing anything else. And our staff really do, we have such good staff and they're so committed. But if we had one more, if I can add one more staff line, a mentor mediator, who specializes in this family mediation, that mentor mediator just alone can add between 4 and 8 mediations a week, really, long term, and that person can mentor then that many more new mediators whom we are training, volunteers, right? We need mentors who can train volunteers. You can't just show up on our doorstep and say, hey, I'd like to help. You can do that for Second Harvest, and I envy them for being able to deploy volunteers so easily. For us, we take very seriously our responsibility to train them well. But that takes a lot of staff time. All of what we do is very resource intensive, but it's human resource intensive. Totally worth it. But we really I need another one. It's going to increase the families we reach. It also increases as I said, it will increase the volunteer pool, which has a remarkable ripple effect too. Because we are training people with all kinds of different backgrounds from all over the city and giving them the tools and the understanding of how to mediate and what ACE's research is and what trauma is and how to be tuned into the world around them. And they take that further than just the work they do for us, right? So I think that ripple effect is a wonderful gift to our community. And then finally, if we have this, I will stop making the rest of my staff work overtime. And we can do an even better job with some follow-up data. I'm very keen on good data. When I entered the nonprofit world, I was a bit scandalized at what passed for good data. And I think for a relatively small organization, we are running Salesforce and Apsona and Tableau, and I'm developing apps with the HCA hackathon teams each year so that we can do more, reach more, affect more with what we have. But I need another human. I need another good human. And I truly believe what we do absolutely fits what you are committed to as well. I think that, we do address social determinants of health and community health and reducing emotional and physical violence in the home. And it's really important. And I'm thrilled that you want to support that. So I just hope we fit you. What else can I tell you to convince you?